Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, November 29th.
The Sheriff's Office Cold Case Unit has been working this case using DNA and now a facial composition with help from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley talking about the case from 1980 where skeletal remains were found near a canal on State Road 11, about 2 miles south of Bunnell. Since then, the missing person male victim has remained unidentified. Now, with facial reconstruction technology, Sheriff Staley says there's renewed hope to identify the man.
Today, we released the composite drawing of what we believe the individual may have looked like when he was alive. We know someone out there knows him, a relative, a friend, someone. Help us give him a name, which will allow us to continue the investigation into how he died. You can email tips, T-I-P-S, at flaglersheriff.com. Call our non-emergency number, 386-313-4911.
Tips may also be submitted anonymously through Crime Stoppers of Northeast Florida by calling 1-888-277-TIPS. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
Flagler County's cold weather shelter will be opening tonight. Jaffe Lee, PIO, preparedness planner for the Florida Department of Health, Flagler, explains.
The cold weather shelter will open at the Rock Transformation Center, also known as Church on the Rock, located at 2200 North State Street in Bunnell. The shelter will open at 5:30 p.m. and close at 8 a.m. the following day.
Lee says you do need to be eligible for the shelter service.
If you are in need of shelter and have no heat at home or are living in your car, you are eligible to join us at the cold weather shelter. Starting at 5:30, Wednesday, November 29th. We will be ready with a warm place for you to sleep and 2 hot meals. Call 386-437-3258, extension 105 for more information.
Lee also says transportation locations will be available around Bunnell to bring you to the shelter. Bunnell police expressed their thanks with pizza for the band at Campbell Middle School.
Mr. Watson from Campbell Middle School reached out, said they were interested. We discussed all the details, and he showed up and really just bailed us out in a big way by making sure we had at least one band in the parade on that Saturday for Veterans Day.
Bunnell Police Chief David Brannon. For the Veterans Day parade, local school bands weren't available to participate due to scheduling conflicts. Reaching out to Volusia County Schools, Campbell Middle School Band Director Dr. Breshawn Watson answered the call and brought 47 highly talented young men and women to play, march, and dance in the parade.
To see these kids step up the way they did and come out on a Saturday, no complaints, no anything other than smiles on their faces and a big heart. And so I arranged with Mr. Watson to come down to Campbell Middle School in Daytona Beach today to throw a pizza party. Just say thank you. It's a very small gesture, but really meant a lot to us.
In addition to a return visit from Campbell Middle School, Chief Brannon says they're hoping to have even more bands for next year's parade. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
If you think that being an astronaut is a glamorous job, you might want to think again.
Nicole Stott's a former NASA astronaut, and she said when people train to be astronauts, they train for what might go wrong and how to work together to fix it. She also said astronaut training includes being underwater.
There's this really cool habitat called Aquarius, about the size of a school bus, sits at about 60 feet underwater off the coast of Key Largo. We joke as astronauts that we get to go live and work in inner space to learn how to live and work in outer space.
Stott said that astronauts go underwater just as they'd go into space and cannot leave. If something goes wrong, they have to fix it, just like they would in space. She said that being under the water was just as extraordinary as being in outer space. Listen to Solar Fit Renewable Energy here on WNZF, Saturday mornings at 10:30 or on the Flagler radio app anytime. Tomorrow, liftoff preps. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.